Welcome back to another episode of K2 Paranormal. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm standing in Bunnings car park at 3 in the morning. Now, I'll get to that in a second, but if you can help me out, or if you're new to this channel, can you go down the bottom now and hit like and subscribe and ring that little bell and just turn on all notifications for future videos. Alright, so the reason that I'm standing in Bunnings car park is that back in the 1960s, and I'm in Geraldton, Western Australia, in a suburb called Wonthella, just off of the main highway here. But Bunnings behind me, this whole area actually used to be Oasis Drive-In Theatre. The theatre was built May the 14th in 1957 and could house about 650 cars here. Just behind me over to the other side, they used to have like a little snack bar. The snack bar could actually have another 50 people seated there as well. Now the screen, most screens are basically just a general size. So it was about 38 by 80 feet and then 58 feet and off the ground, and it cost about £50,000 to actually build this. So back in the 60s, like for Geraldton, this would have been like a main attraction. This would have been amazing to see. I wish I'd sort of left it, but it is what it is today. So the first movie that they actually showed there was Thunder on the Hill and Yellow Mountain. The last movie was actually Beverly Hills Cop, and then the theatre actually closed on May the 15th, 1985. Alright, so to sort of understand what Geraldton was like in the 60s, Geraldton is located on the coast of Western Australia. It had about probably a population of about 8,000 people back in the 60s. A lot of exports supported the town, like cattle, mineral, agricultural, mining, grains. Crayfishing was a pretty substantial export and quite profitable for the town. It still is today. Geraldton had a great social life. You know, there was dances and sporting events, fetes, festivals, and also movies as well. Now, on the 22nd of September in 1969, there was a movie that was being shown here at the Oasis Drive-In Theatre. That movie was called Counterpoint. It was a 1968 war film, and it had Charlton Heston in it, and the movie ran for about an hour and 47 minutes itself. So tonight I'm investigating the cold case murder of Anne Zappelli, which is formerly known as the Beauty Queen murder. Now there's two locations. As you know, I'm standing in Bunnings. This is the first location. This is where she came to watch the movie with a few people, and second location is where her body was found. So let's go down the road a little bit more and we'll go from there. Alright, so this is the main highway here. This is the direction basically straight up there that where Anne actually walked, and it was only about 1.5 kilometres up to where the area is. So we'll go for a drive. I'm not going to walk it, it's freezing cold now, and I don't really feel like walking it anyway. But so it wasn't actually until the following morning that Anne was actually reported missing at about 8:30 a.m. And the following Wednesday, the 24th of September, she was found at about 1:25 in the afternoon, 1.5 kilometres from the Oasis itself. Her body was located about 300 metres from Bailey Street and 50 metres off a road, which is Northwest Coastal Highway. So we'll go down to the second location and we'll set up and do an investigation and see if we can make contact with Anne herself. Look, I didn't want to get too much into the case details itself. If you want to know a little bit more specifically about this case, you can actually go online and Google it. That's not what I'm doing tonight. I'm an investigator, so I'm going to try and make contact with Anne. We're going to go to second location and then go from there. Anne was born in 1949 in May and lived in Morrowa, which was a small farming town about 160 km from Geraldton. She worked at a local post office exchange in Morrowa, and she was also running for Miss Australia at the time. On Wednesday the 17th of September in 1969, she actually came to Geraldton to sit for postal examinations, and that was supposed to be scheduled to finish on the 23rd of September. On the 22nd, of September, and actually came to the drive-in theatre itself with 3 people. Roy Ryan was a teacher, her roommate, which was Ann State, and also police officer Graham Batt. She left here for some reason, which is actually unknown, at about 11 p.m, just before the film Counterpoint was actually due to finish. She didn't have any possessions with her at the time. She walked along, which is this highway behind me is actually Northwest Coastal Highway, but it was actually known as Roe Street. So she headed south down there, and that was the last time she was actually seen, apart from from eyewitnesses further down, and we'll go to the area where she was seen actually having an altercation with 2 people who turned out to be the main 2 suspects. So we're going to go to second location, and I'll show you down here where the altercation happened, and also where the actual body, where her body was found. So we'll do that. Alright, so I mentioned just before up at Bunnings there in the car park about an area further down, which is where I am now. This is where a witness that was driving past actually seen Anne talking to 2 fellas that turned out to actually be the suspects in this case itself. But this is basically the area that runs along the actual highway. Now, back in the 60s, this place, I mean, it's dark now, and you can see I've got to have my spotlight on to see anything. But this is the actual area of where the altercation took place. Anne's body was located just a little bit further down, just down here. So I'm going to go down there, and that's where we're going to do our investigation. So we'll go from there. I just wanted to sort of, show this little spot here. But yeah, this is the eyewitness place at the moment where I am. But yeah, it's absolutely freezing cold tonight. I got out the car and it was about 7 degrees. This is it's a tragic story, and I don't like. I didn't want to glorify any of this. It's still a cold case today, even though they had their suspects and some of them admitted to the whole thing. But you can see all decor carpet behind me now. Where are we? That post that you can sort of see right there. Now, the highway is just up behind me. I'm exactly 50 metres from the road. Now, this is apparently where her body was located. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set up some stuff here, and we're just going to, see if I can make a little bit of contact, maybe EMF. I'll try the Spirit Talker app here. I don't really sort of use it for these sort of things, but I'll break that out and just see if there's any familiarity with words and anything that comes up. I don't really rely on them solely for that purpose, but I'll get the equipment, we'll get set up, and we'll just it's so hard to do these things next to this road because there's cars every 2 seconds. So and it is so cold, like even my eyes are hurting, and it's freezing. I should really be in my nice warm bed, but anyway, I'll get set up and we'll just start doing some stuff and see what we can get. Alright, so I've just sort of been setting up a little bit of interactive stuff. So that little light that you can see that's just started flashing, that's the REM pod that I've got. The REM pods basically just work on like an EMF sort of interactive style equipment, and that's sort of just been getting hit since I put it down. Another thing that I sort of wanted to point out is it's probably a little bit hard to see. I can't really even see my own watch. But tonight is actually the anniversary. It's just gone midnight on the 22nd of September, which is actually the anniversary death of Anne Zappelli herself. And it is quite busy with the trucks. So I'm hoping I can actually so there we go. So 23rd, so it's just gone after midnight on the 22nd, which is the anniversary. Alright, so I might just, I'm going to get my K2 meter out. And I'm just going to run the area with the K2, just see if I get anything with that. And is that you playing with that device that I've got there? Can you make it light up any more than that? It's, it is going off. I have had to do this in a two-part. I did want to actually come back for the anniversary. Oh, yeah, right. Still going off. And probably something that viewers are going to point out is there actually used to be a tree right here on the last bit of the video that I did. So I just wanted to sort of point that out, that this hasn't all been one night. I was going to do this in two parts, the video, but I've just sort of rolled it all into one. And that's why if people are going, oh, there was a tree in that other one, yeah, that's why. I do have, it's a bit hard to see, I've put cat balls, like the little the motion balls, along the wall as well. But what I'll do is I'll just get my K2 meter out now and we'll just do a sweep of the area. I'm just going to go for a little walk down here. Just to cover the area a little bit more. Ooh. Annie, are you here with me? Would you like to come out and say anything? Oh, that's getting some good flicks on it already. And are you in this area at all? Whoa, that's... Yeah, okay. I didn't actually expect this K2 to be going off like it has been already. Is that you here with me, Anne? Whoa, alright, we're getting red. Far out, okay. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that one already. I can actually see, probably a bit hard to see from here. I can see the REM pod's actually still flickering as well. Annie, are you here with me at the moment? Would you like to come out? We can communicate. If there's anything you'd like to say. Might even try across there. I'll go across the road. Alright, so I'm just going across the road a little bit. Just more so to cover the whole area of where I'm investigating. When I first started coming to this area, It was about here. I did encounter a very strong perfume smell, and it's hard to sort of describe the actual smell, but if you'd have lined up 10 perfume bottles in front of me, I could have picked out exactly which one it was. It was that strong of a smell. And shortly after that, when I was doing my spirit box, I actually asked if Anne was in front of me, and I got a very good strong EVP, and I'll play those for you now so you can have a listen to it, and then we'll get back to this video. I can smell perfume. Wow, this is really crazy. Anne, I've come to help you. Are you in front of me?
Yeah. Oh. It's a creepy.
Alright, so I've done sort of a fairly big sweep of the area with the K2 meter, just to sort of see where most of the energy is, and it seems to be down on the corner there, which is a bit weird, but as I was sort of saying in the video earlier on, I used a truncheon wheel to measure out exactly where the police had actually marked out the location of the body, and it really should be sort of just in front of me, up where that trailer is, or that blue shed, but who knows. That's if that's where the energy is, then I don't know, maybe that's where I have to go. Maybe that's where a spirit might be. She might want to communicate down there, so yeah, I guess we'll just do that. Alright, so I guess you guys could probably see the timestamp on these little cameras. When I change the battery out, it does reset them, which is a bit silly, but anyway, that's why the dates on these haven't been changed. I've only just swapped the battery out, but I'm going to do Spirit Talker, and I'm just going to see what this actually picks up. Anne, are you here with me? Do you want to use this device to talk? Yeah, I don't know what Francis could be related, maybe. Sometimes you have to go home and sort of do a little bit more research into things, but I haven't seen any movement. You can just see the light of the REM pod there, but I haven't had it light up. I had a little flicker when I got here. I might have got that on film, I'm not sure. Oh, sorry guys, I had to restart this. I had to warm my hands up. I'm frozen at the moment. It is so cold. I do apologise. I normally try to keep this running so you can have it all in the one go, but yeah, my fingers were icicles. So I'm just going to go down the bottom here. I'll just go next to this tree. What does that say? Oh, Fred. It says Fred. I don't know what that, I didn't ask anything yet. And can you come and tell me something through this device? Something about yourself, maybe? It would be cool if, one of the up on that wall, I've got the cat walls, and that one, if something up there went off. Could you actually maybe tell me what happened in the car at the drive-in? What happened there that made you walk home? That would be actually interesting, because there's only 3 people that know that. keep thinking I see shadows. And I know there's cars going past, but it's not when the cars are going past. It's like almost like somebody's running behind the trailers and that. I mean, I have got a camera set up there, motion one, so if there is anything, I'll have a look later. Oh, here we go. Ginger. Well, that's weird because I had red hair before and now ginger. I wonder, actually, that's a good point. I wonder if any of them, like the policeman, the school teacher and her roommate, I wonder if any of them had ginger hair. Alright, so I've just sort of brought the camera and a few bits of equipment down to the corner where I was getting that EMF before. I've got the REM pod set up on the ground just in front of me here, and I'm going to do Spirit Box, and hopefully I can get Anne to respond, or some sort of a response. It's quite a still night. There's no wind. I shouldn't be getting any interference from anything, so I'm just going to do a Spirit Box and we'll go from there, I guess. Whether she's willing to communicate or not. Is that you trying to talk? Sound like someone behind me. I'm not sure. Did you say it's me? Is that what that was? That was weird because I thought I heard someone behind me and then it said that. If that was you, Anne, can you make the device on the ground light up for me? If you touch it, it's just a toy. It'll just let me know you're here. That's... Oh. Alright. Do you want to come say hello? I don't know what's going on, guys. This is never done. Something's changing in my Spirit Box. Hang on, let me just reset this and I'll get back to it. Alright, well, I don't know what's going on. Something's just playing around with it, I think. And was that you playing around with this device? Were you trying to change it? Do you want to come and talk? Do you want to come and talk to me? I'm just here to talk to you, that's all. Is that you? If you need energy, you can get it from my equipment. You can drain my equipment if you need to use more energy. And does anyone else, like, when they're doing Spirit Box, and just comment down below on the video, does anyone else get like snippets of like new music or old music or anything like that? It's really only been in this. Oh, that's it. Oh, there. Oh, Anne, is that you? That was so weird. I felt like someone was like just coming up behind me then. And do you want to use this device to talk? Oh, yeah. Alright, thank you. That's okay. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm pretty sure that's what it said. The REM pod's getting activity. Can you come and talk to me? Please? People? Use your energy. Are you here? And are you here? And can you come talk to me? I'm here to talk. Just oh, REM pod on the ground's going off too there. Yeah, right. Anne, can you come and speak through this device that I've got? Yep. I'm not sure what that one. It sounded like he's coming or I'm coming. Is there any message you'd like to say? Do you want to get some words out? Oh, REM pod's going off. And is that you playing with that device? Thank you if that's you. And can you tell me why you left the movies? What happened in the car? Whoa. Alright, we're not... I don't know what's just happened. Look at... Wow, alright. Yep. And that's completely gone now. And can you tell me why you left the movies? What happened in the car? Whoa. I don't know if that was all recorded, but yeah, both my spirit box and the speaker for it just shut off when I asked a question of what happened in the car. So alrighty. And are you still here with me? Can you make this device on the ground light up? Can you just touch it once if you're here still? So the red light in front of me is my REM pod, guys, if you're sort of wondering what that actually still is. And if you're still here, can you touch this red light for me in front of me? Can you come close and touch that? Please? I know you were here before. Yep. There we go. Thank you. Can you maybe hold on to it for a little bit more than that? Oh, yep, there we go. So, and was that you who just used all my battery on my equipment? Like, did you drain it when I said you can drain it? Is that what happened? Were you draining the energy out of my equipment? Oh, there's the cops. Maybe that was like a last ditched effort to sort of appear. I'm not sure. I was getting a lot of activity, and then things just stopped. So I don't know. And I'm here to talk if you want to communicate. Is that you still here, or are you gone now? Still here. Alright, and well, I just want to say thank you. I know it takes a lot of energy to be able to communicate. So I just want to say thank you for trying to communicate. And I'm gonna go now. So alright, it's probably a little bit hard to see me, but thanks for watching this video, guys. This is the case of Anne Zappelli, and it's going on about 1 o'clock in the morning. I've sort of had to wrap up my actual investigation due to equipment, not failure, but it's just everything's getting drained. My phone's just about out. So thanks for watching this episode, and stay tuned for the next one, because that's coming up shortly as well. Cheers, guys. See you later.